How you feel?
I feel great. I feel absolutely great. Ready to play football.
You feel like you're doing things even better than what you were before? Coach Free said at SEC Media Days he thought you might even be a little bit more explosive.
I'm way better than I was before. My injury, credited to our staff, training staff, coaches, teammates helping me with the things they do better than me and just showing me everything over from day one.
We've heard what do you think it's going to be like whenever you face physical contact for the first time?
Normal.
You think it's going to be normal?
Yeah.
Have you talked to people who have had this kind of injury and have come back from it?
It's kind of weird. I always run into people who's going through leg injuries or has ACL, MCL, whatever, and I mean, the conversation goes well. I mean, they just say it takes them a while to get used to running, and they say once they get in the pads, it's all normal.
We've heard a lot of people talk about how hard you work to get back through your rehab and everything. But what about your own take on it? How hard did you go back to get back?
Since the injury, every day. You know, it wasn't a day off. Over the summer, watching film night and day, working out all through the day, staying here, not leaving, just doing whatever I can to feel better than I was the day before.
Can you take us back to that Auburn game and when it happened and the subsequent days following? What went through your mind at that point?
The game was just a devastating game, you know, it was a devastating play. I didn't really believe it happened at the time. When it did happen, I was just trying to get away from the pile and protect myself. I remember going in the ambulance, seeing the fans out waving at me while I was leaving. Just trying to stay positive. And my family and friends were there in the locker room, in the training room, under the locker, under the stadium. It was just, worrying about me, and I was worrying about the game, and I just kept telling them I'm all right,
Were you cognizant of what happened on the play, that the play was being reviewed and that it was first rule touchdown and then taken off the board?
That was the only thing I was really worried about. And when they overruled it, that's when the devastation set in for real. I knew my leg was broke, but it was bigger than that. When it got overruled, I broke down because I knew the team wanted the playoffs, and the fan base wanted the playoffs, everybody wanted the playoffs, so, that was my biggest motive at the time. And, from there, it was all bad, but I stayed positive. I pushed positivity through my family, and the fan base showed me positivity, so it was kind of easy to overcome.
Were you still on the field were you still on the field when you found out it was overruled?
No, I was actually under the stadium.
You were under the stadium?
Yeah,
did you watch it on TV?
I could hear it over the intercom, the announcement from the ref.
Do you remember what it felt like, that moment? I mean, it's hard to imagine how you would have even begun to hold on. I mean, did it all go white, or did you actually remember the pain, what it felt like?
I felt the grab, and when I felt the grab, my body locked up. And, previous years of playing sports, I was always getting pulled out from behind and losing the ball. And I always told myself, if I got hurt, it was going to be pulled down from behind. And it ended up happening, and I let the ball go to save, any other injuries that could have occurred. So it was pretty devastating, and I knew that was the only way I was going to get hurt.
How does it feel when you plant?
It's normal.
So it's normal.
Yeah.
So everything we've heard about your rehab is just there. It's
absolutely true.
At what point did you feel like you were totally back, 100% back?
About a month ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew I was back. It was just, it took a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of motivating myself and just talking to my teammates for motivation and coaches and asking them what they see and doing training, individual training, ladders, jump ropes, 100-yard sprints, just anything to make me feel comfortable with working out again.
What's it going to be like tomorrow?
Fun.
Fun?
A lot of fun.
Full go? 100?
Full go.
Are you lighter now, or what are you weighing?
210, I weighed 230 last year, so.
230 last year?
Yeah, I lost 20 pounds.
Why did you want to drop 20 pounds? Was it just you thought it'd be faster? I mean, what do you think that'll take away? Because I know you're a good blocker too.
Well, clear that up. The injury, I lost 25 pounds, so I was like 205.
Right.
And now I'm way stronger than before my injury, so I don't want to put on that weight if I'm already stronger and faster. And, you know, it's a health issue for me now since, you know, I broke my leg, and I think it feels better for me.
Do you feel quicker?
Absolutely.
You are absolutely.
Did you lose, how much body fat did you lose? Do you know?
Well, I know I have 7% body fat, so I don't know how much I lost. All our cornerbacks say my routes are smoother. They can't tell when I'm coming out my breaks. I'm faster. My separation is even better. If I get a step on you, I can beat you down the field. So, I mean, I talk to them every day and ask them what they see and what I can work on. The sky's the limit.
Is there a mental hurdle that you have? These guys might have already asked you this. A mental hurdle that you have to get over with in terms of just your first time to have contact, that kind of thing?
I think I already overcame that. Just working hard, you know. And if I get hit, I get hit. That's how I'm looking at it. I've been through so much pain from the first day it happened, and there hasn't been any pain since then, so it should be good.
How did the pain go away?
Once I start running, I mean, I have little aches because it's sore. It's probably going to get sore every now and then, but as far as running and doing everything, it's all right.
How many times have you seen that play? Have you seen the play?
Probably 15, 20 times. I watch it all the time. It doesn't bother me anymore.
It does not. Did it at first bother you?
Before I got hurt, I didn't like seeing injuries like that.
Right.
And then once it happened to me, I mean, I can watch it and watch it again. And then it's just motivation to me, honestly.
Really?
You feel like you have to show, once the season starts, you get on the field, that you are completely over the injury? I mean, do you feel like you have something to prove coming back?
I have nothing to prove. I'm sure my teammates will speak for me that I'm as good as I was before. This fall camp will show it. I'm just going to play football.
There are people projecting you as a top 10 pick in this draft, and they haven't even seen you come back from the injury. How much have you thought about that decision coming up, and how do you go through the process of not letting that distract you or whatever?
You know, you have your own individual goals of where you want to get drafted and everything, but I don't play anything into what I want to do on the field and how I'm going to play. My injury really motivated me to play every play like it's my last, and that's what I'll do this year, so hopefully you'll see a better me.
Can you get back to where this team was? I mean, as a team, where you were when you were about to catch that pass, score the touchdown? I mean, everything was in front of you. Can this team get back to that same place again?
I really think this team will be better. As far as focus, drive we have, everyone has something to prove. If it's a quarterback, a running back, corners that haven't played, safeties that's trying to prove their draft stock or whatever they got to do. You know, we all have our own motivations this year, and you know, it's proven, you know, that everybody wants the same goal, national championship, and it's like all of us and everyone's trying to provide.
So have you been working with quarterbacks on your own?
Oh yeah.
Give me a scouting report. Who's going to be throwing it to you?
All of them. Yeah, ask me. They're all great, you know. All have their own game. Devontae is more athletic. Chad, he'll take a chance. And, you know, that's what makes each one of them special. And Ryan, he's poised. You can't break him. You don't know where he's going to go with the ball. He'll check it down every now and then. He's just a good quarterback. All of them are great quarterbacks.
Is it more difficult for you? You know, last year you knew Bo Wallace was the guy. I mean, is it more difficult to prepare with three different guys with three different styles, like you said, to try to prepare for that?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. We throw the ball so much. We do 7-on without the coaches, and we got the quarterback calling our own plays. And last year we didn't do that, so we're here to schedule with everything as far as plays, running plays, whatever we want to do. You know, we have the quarterback call it just to show that leadership, who has the best leadership, and they all do a great job of that. You know, goal line, we run about 15, 20 plays after the score, just to increase our goal line percentage. You know, and have them comfortable at the goal line, throwing the ball to tight windows. Just a lot of stuff. Each one of our players, Evan, me, defensive players, C.J. Johnson, putting our quarterbacks up against just to see what they'll do in those situations.
Coach says you're going to be